How's it going tonight, everyone? I hope everybody has had a good night so far. Well, not a good night. It's just now getting nighttime where I am. I hope everyone's had a good day. Uh, Before we get down to business, if you will, I do have an announcement. I've been off. I've been off work this week because of some health issues going on with my mom. Now, my mom is doing good. She's doing okay. She has a heart condition called atrial fibrillation, which is called AFib for short. And she was having a lot of spells. And what I say when I mean spells is she was having a lot of weakness in her shoulders. And every time she would work, a lot of energy would start to beat rapidly, and she'd have to go and sit down for a few minutes until it stopped. And then she would get back up again and continue working, and then it would happen again, and she'd have to go sit back down. And it kept happening. And my mom asked. She hasn't had a spell like that since Monday, which was the last official day that she worked, which I am thankful for that. And she's had plans this week to uh, she's had plans this week to call her doctor to see if she can get this certain medication that's actually needed to uh, combat the spells of atrial fibrillation. So I just wanted to throw that out there at first. But like I said, my mom hasn't had a spell in a couple of days, and I'm very, very thankful for that. So, yeah, now that that's out of the way, we can get down to, excuse me, now that that's out of the way, we can get down to the actual stream itself. Like I said, I hope this year is being good to everybody so far. Uh, there's a lot of stuff coming up. Uh, hey, Kevin. How's it going, man? You didn't miss much. You just missed me talking about my mom's heart condition that she has that I told you about. And she's doing good. She's been doing good. Like I said, she asked for the rest of this work week off. That way she could rest. See what's going on and why she's been having so many of these spells. But luckily, Monday was the last day that she worked, so she hasn't had a spell since Monday. So that's encouraging. Yeah, she's doing good, man. Her spirits are up. You know, still the same old mom that I love. So yeah, so that's the only thing that you miss, man. Just me talking about her and stuff like that. Which I'm not trying to diminish that or anything. Uh, but yeah, I think she's going to be okay ultimately once she finally gets this medication that she needs. But yeah, but anyway, let's move on to you know happier topics. Uh, I honestly think that 2021 is going to be a really good year for music, and I know that there's already been some good stuff to come out. already, and we're only a couple of weeks into the new year. And that's good. Sending my best. I appreciate that, Kevin. I definitely appreciate that. But what I've decided to do, and Kevin, I'm going to take your approach on this. I'm actually going to make a list of going to make sure I write them down. That way, when 2021 is over, I'm not going to leave off anything, and hopefully, there will be enough albums for me to have a top 10 of 2021 instead of only 7 like I had for 2020. So, yeah. Now, there's only 2 albums that I know of for sure that's going to come out, and I think they both come out in February, if I'm not mistaken. I know one of them does, and that's the new Love and Death album, Perfectly Preserved. I know that comes out on February 12th. There's already been two singles for that album released, that being Down and White Flag. If you guys haven't heard those, be sure you go and check those out. Those are really, really awesome songs. I do prefer the song Down over White Flag, but White Flag is a gem in its own right. Kevin says, nice. I'm up to 37 albums on my 2021 list so far. Wow, how do you have 37 on there? And we're only 2 weeks into 2021. I can't even think of an album coming out in January that I know about or anything like that. But it's good that you're able to find so many albums. And if you guys, Loudwire's release calendar, I actually did look at that a couple days ago. I saw some stuff on there that interests me, but I didn't really see a lot. Uh, I didn't see enough to put on my list except for Love and Death, Perfectly Preserved. And there's another one, and a lot of people, I don't think I've ever really mentioned this band on this channel because I'm not a huge fan, to be honest with you. But I've heard some of the singles released for this album, and I think I might actually give it a chance. It's the band Wish to Exist. I think that's the name of it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that album comes out in February as well. May even be the same day as the Love and Death album. Uh, yeah, 38 now with Love and Death. I'm glad I gave you another one to put on your list. Like I said, those are the only 2 that I've got on the list right now. So, if you guys can give me some uh, if you guys know for sure that there's an album and a band coming out this year, and it's something that you think I would like, that would be in my wheelhouse, be sure to write it in the comments, and I'll be sure to add it to my list. Because the second album was the second band was Architects. Yeah, I know my stream was a little unstable. I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter what time of the day I stream, the connection is always bad. I don't understand why. But yeah, yeah, Kevin. The second band was Architects, and I believe the album is called for those that wish to exist. My list is in this messy room of mine somewhere. Do I like Chevelle and Foo Fighters? Uh, no, not really. And I think I know where you're going with this, Kevin. I have heard the new Chevelle song. Was it Self Destructor? I couldn't get into it. I don't know. I just Chevelle's never been a band that's been on my radar. I mean, I like a couple of songs here and there, uh, but ultimately, I could never really get into them. I like songs from Chevelle, like the Red, basically the big hits from the past, like Hats Off to the Bull, uh, Well Enough Alone, songs like that. But as far as actually being a fan, I wouldn't say that. Same with Foo Fighters; they're in the same boat with me. I do have a lot of respect for Dave Grohl, uh, and I do like him as a person, and I think he's a great musician and songwriter. But I just can't get into a lot of Foo Fighter albums, and I've tried. Like I said, I have certain songs from them that I like. My favorite, of course, being the classic "My Hero." But of course, I like that. "Walk," "Everlong." Like I said, the hits. Okay, I have that one on my list. Didn't care for the first single though. Oh, I assume you're talking about Architects. Wasn't the first single Black Lungs, if I'm not mistaken? So the first time I listened to Self Destructor, I didn't care for the beginning. But as the song, I started liking it more and more. Well, that's cool if you did. I never really, to be honest with you, I never finished the song. I know it's a pretty long song. It was like over 5 minutes long, and I do like long songs. Don't get me wrong, but just the style and the way that the song was going, I just wasn't a fan of, and that's been my problem with Chevelle. It's like their music is too complex for me, or maybe complex is not the right word, but that's the word I think describes how I feel about them. Yes, I'm not denying. Same with Foo Fighters. I mean, Foo Fighters is not complex by any means, but it's just there's a certain style that I like, and when I don't get that style, there's a I'm not going to like a lot. Those are my two out of three, two out of three of my most anticipated albums officially announced so far this year. I'll put them on my list. I'll definitely put those on my list. I will at least give them a chance. Yeah, that's what I thought, Kevin. I thought it was Black Lungs. I don't think I actually listened to Black Lungs. I think it was their last single, what Animals. I think is the Architect song that I listened to. Yeah, almost 6 minutes long. Yeah, I knew it was a long song, and I do like long songs. But yeah, that's just how I feel about Chevelle. I would take. Well, you might be surprised to hear me say this, but I would take Foo Fighters over Chevelle. Uh, yeah, that's just my take. The good old Sprite makes an appearance yet again. Once I get that though, the vocals, especially in the song, I think are an acquired taste. Well, I think for me, it's not even necessarily the vocals. I think it's just the song structure. I think that's what I'm going with. The structure of a lot of their songs just, I don't know, just kind of throws me off guard a little bit with what they do. Like I tried to give their last album, the North Corridor. I tried to give it a chance, and I liked one song, and that was Joyride, which I know was the very first song off the album. I was just, I don't know if I can do it, but yeah, a chance is all I ask. Yeah, that's what like I said, I am going to put them on my list for sure. And you're right, Kevin. You never know what will surprise you. You know. But do you know of any other bands in my wheelhouse that are coming out with albums this year that are confirmed? I don't want rumored ones. I want ones that are actually confirmed. Uh, I've heard, and I think this is official. Isn't Iron Maiden coming out with an album this year? I hope so. But I would also take Foo Fighters over Chevelle, actually. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. But you love them both. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll grow to like both of them. Mm. But have you guys heard the new Of Mice and Men single, Obsolete? Uh, that they're releasing an EP on February 26th called. If you see me looking up, I'm looking at my TV because I'm watching some college basketball. But uh, none of my teams. I just like basketball. I like to watch it. But anyway, um, I done lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'll get back to it somehow. So I didn't really care for the North Corridor either. It was heavy, which is good, but something just didn't sit right with me. Yeah, I can understand that. And Nothing More. Yeah, I did see that today. Nothing More confirmed a new album today. No release date yet. Yeah, I really hope that the new Nothing More album is nothing like their last album, The Stories We Tell Ourselves. That album did not do good for me at all. And once again, I would put Nothing More, even though I do like Nothing More, I put them almost in the same boat as Chevelle. Their song structures on that Stories We Tell Ourselves album just I couldn't click with it. Oh, what band did I ask about? I asked about Iron Maiden. I think that I saw somewhere that they are releasing a new album this year, and I was saying that I hope that that's true. Oh yeah, you have heard Obsolete. Yeah, I actually listened to it last night when it first released on YouTube. I think it was either a music video or a lyric video. I really liked it. Uh, but I heard that Of Mice and Men EP is only going to have 3 songs on it, which that's a little disappointing because I know an EP is usually 4 or 5, 6 songs, maybe at the most. Uh, and the fact that we've already heard 1 song from the EP, that means there's only 2 left. I don't know exactly how I feel about that, but I know that the EP is going to be called Timeless because that was Lead is definitely a really good song. Uh, I like the heaviness. I like the vocal delivery. The chorus is really, really, really catchy. Um, yeah, that's another reason why I think this is going to be a better year for music. Let's hope we hear nothing more from the stories we tell ourselves. Oh, you I had a feeling that would be a. I had a feeling that album wouldn't be your forte either because of how much electronics was in it, and that was the problem I had with the album too. Too much electronics, and like I said, the song structure just didn't make any sense for me. I have not seen any official. I've not seen any official word on a new Maiden album, and I follow pretty much anyone who would report that. I saw like an article somewhere. I don't know if it was Loudwire or Blabbermouth or I don't remember, but I saw it somewhere. I could be wrong, but I swear I saw something about Iron Maiden releasing something this year. So disappointing was my word too. I never saw the track list though. Yeah. Okay. So we got Love and Death, Architects, Chevelle, Foo Fighters, nothing more. Well, that's 5 bands for me to put on my list, and I am going to give all of these a chance when they do come out. There's another band, and it's on the label. They just got signed to Sharp Tone Records. This is going to be their debut full length album, and they're a band from the UK, and it's the band. Yeah, I know you know the band. I think I showed them to you in the past. It's the band Captives. I don't know anything about a release date. I just know that they do plan on having an album this year, but I don't know when. I don't know what the name of the album is or anything, but I do think that has been confirmed. And if that has indeed been confirmed, then I am really that's going to be one of my most anticipated releases of the year from Captives because I see a lot of potential. Um, I see a lot of potential for them. The fact that they're now signed to a good record label like Sharp Tone Records, and I know Sharp Tone has a lot of bands on it, like Captives, uh, Polaris, um, Currents is on there. They have a lot of cool metalcore on that channel, on that label. Excuse me. But yeah, I see so much potential in the band Captives. Uh, and it all started with their lead single from their EP, Ghost Like You, that came out in 2019. Uh, their single, Signs. The second I heard that song, I knew that this was going to be a band that would be huge one day. Um, it had uh, it had a lot of qualities that I look for in rock and metal. Uh, it was soft in spot parts. Um, it really, in my opinion, the song kind of took you on a roller coaster ride. and that's exactly what I like. Yeah, I just looked up Iron Maiden again. Metal Injection said they've been working in the studio a little bit in October, but it seems like they're still a long way away from an official announcement. Oh, I'm stupid. I meant Megadeth, not Iron Maiden. I don't know. I don't know why I said Iron Maiden. I meant Megadeth. Wow. My bad on that. When touring starts again, they're also going to be focused on rescheduling all the Legacy of the Beast shows they had to cancel. Yeah, that makes sense. No, captives. Captives don't. They don't have an album. They just have one EP, and it came out in 2019. No, the album that they're coming out with this year is going to be their first full length album. You remember listening to it, but it fell off. It didn't really. Well, the EP didn't really fall off for me. I still love that EP. Um, and I don't know if you've heard Captives. Captives have released a single since they signed to Sharp Tone Records. It's called Glass Heart. It's not the best that I've heard from them, but it's definitely, I still think it's a good song. But it's not their best. Yeah, I did know that. Today is Dave Grohl's birthday. About to, it's funny. I had no idea that I shared a birthday month with Dave Grohl. That's pretty cool. Oh yes, Megadeth is releasing a new album this year. Yeah, that's what I meant. Dave even said the tentative title in an interview subject to change. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was saying. Yeah. So that's another band on my list. Another band, but I have heard something by Captives War. Yeah, it's probably the song "Signs" because that was their big that was their big debut single when their EP came out in 2019. That's probably the one you're thinking of because I think I might have told you about it or showed it to you, sent it to you. I don't know, but yeah, Captive's definitely a great up and coming band that I'm looking forward to. When is my birthday? My birthday is January 27th, so about 2 weeks from now. And do you know how old I'm going to be? Hey, what's going on, man? RAD 2020. Hey, I'm glad you could join me, man. Welcome. And we've talked about we talked about a lot of stuff so far. I don't know if I'll be able to recap all that, but I was talking about if you know of any albums by bands that are coming out this year that are confirmed for sure. I want you to tell me about them. That way I can put them on my list. That way I won't forget by the end of the year that band came out with that album, if that makes sense. But yeah, my birthday is in a couple of weeks, Kevin. January 27th. Any guesses as to how old I'll be? I'll keep that in mind. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be 29. Yeah, you hit it right on the head with that first guess. Yep, I will be 29. Wow, that just hit me all of a sudden. Mm, dang, I'm old. Oh yeah, yeah. Red 2020 Architect's new album. I've got that March 5th. I have heard about that one. I know it's going to be an acoustic album, but I don't. I'm not going to count that because I don't think it's going to be an original album, and I'm only looking for uh, original content. But I'm still going to check that one out when it comes out for sure. Yeah, that's what Kevin and I were just discussing. Uh, he he brought up the bands Chevelle, Foo Fighters, and Nothing More. All have albums coming out this year. I see a lot of these comments are coming in late because of my stream lag. I do apologize if some of these comments come in late and I end up repeating some stuff. That was a good guess. RAD 2020 27. Nope, I'm going to be 29. 29 years old. And that means next year I'm going to be, I don't even want to say it, 30. Mm. Kevin says I was actually leaning more towards 30, but I wasn't sure. Well, you were only one off. Like I said, I'm going to be 29. So, oh, okay, RAD 2020, you're 16, almost 17. Mm. RAD, I've watched your videos, and I would have guessed that you were a little bit older than that. I was gonna guess 18 or 19, honestly. Oh, you'll be 23 in March, Kevin. Nice. Already, there's an impending doom. There's a. Uh, I'll get it right eventually. There's an impending doom EP coming in 2021. That's nice. I do know of impending doom. Wouldn't consider myself a fan, but I'll definitely give it a chance. Canvas's Temple of the Dog Hunger Strike was released 30 years ago. Wow, was it really? I did not know that. Oh, the main man has finally made it. Zach D is finally here, and only 37 minutes late. How's it going, man? I'm doing pretty good. We were just talking about albums that are coming out this year that we're looking forward to. And Zach, if you know any album for sure that's confirmed to come out this year by a band that you think I would like, that's in my forte, then you can tell me about it and I will put it on my list. That way I can not not forget about it, you know. Yeah, apparently Demon Hunter's releasing some new acoustic. Yeah, we were just talking about that. RAD 2020 mentioned that a few minutes ago. And, you know, I am kind of looking forward to that, but I'm not going to put that on my list because I'm only putting stuff on my list that's original content from the bands. Because I'm pretty sure that acoustic album is just going to be acoustic versions of songs that have already been made. So I don't count stuff like that. I do count EPs and stuff though. Oh, Zach, you'll be 25 in May. Hey, you're getting up there like me, man. My birthday is actually 2 weeks in 2 weeks. Yeah, my birthday is January 27th, so it's coming up, and I'm gonna be 29. 29. Mm. I just got used to being 28, and now I'm gonna be 29. Mm. And that means next year I'm gonna be. I don't even want to say it. I'm gonna be 30 next year. My life is over now. It's all downhill from there. I'm obviously kidding. I'm excited I made it this far in life. I really am. Impending Doom, yeah, they're not bad, but not for me. I feel the same way. In fact, I think I've only really listened to one Impending Doom song, and I think it was a song called, I want to say, Murderer. RAD says Brand of Sacrifice, Lifeblood. I don't know them. I don't know that band. Love and Death, Perfectly Preserved. Yeah, that was actually the first one that I put on my list. Uh, Out of the albums that have been mentioned in the chat so far, that's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most as of right now. Well, one of the ones I'm looking forward to the most. And I know some of you follow me on Instagram, and I know Zach D, you already know this, and I think Kevin, you already know this, but I got, I got this the Load album from Metallica the other day. Stupid glare, go away. Yeah, there's my TV screen. I'm watching some college basketball while talking to you guys. But yeah, I listened to this in full for the first time yesterday. No, yeah, yesterday. Um, it's definitely nowhere near their best content by any means, but I do like certain songs like King Nothing, Bleeding Me, and Thorn Within. Those are probably my top three. But I wanted to get more Metallica for my collection anyway. So yeah, there's that. there's a little impromptu CD pickup for you. I do have more CDs coming later this week in the mail. I got them off of Discogs.com. I don't know exactly what day they're going to get here, but yeah. It says I missed a couple of comments. Let's see. Zach says, "Yeah, you're more into hardcore stuff, while I prefer more proggy technical stuff. Our tastes definitely have differences, but some similarities." Yeah, the hardcore stuff. I mean, it's not all I listen to, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I still like regular rock and hard rock and classics. I still like that. But yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. It says, from what I've heard so far, I'm looking forward to the Demon Hunter acoustic album, but I have a feeling by summer or fall it'll lack replay value. Yeah, you're probably right. Already 2020, I wonder if there's going to be a new As I Lay Dying album. Well, that would be cool. I really liked their last album. Oh, you're making a thumbnail for Heliocentric's new album Ishmael. I've heard a lot about Heliocentrics. Kevin says you should have gotten both Load and Reload together. Well, they didn't. I didn't see Reload. I got this. I got Load at Walmart. It was in the CD bins. So I just jumped at the opportunity to get it. I didn't see Reload, so yeah. Zach D says, besides that Demon Hunter album, there hasn't been much announced yet that I am looking forward to, but there's a chance we could get new Dream Theater, Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Trivium, and Iron Maiden. Well, I can confirm one of those that you just mentioned, and that is, I think that's confirmed by Dave Mustaine himself. Said that there's already a tentative working title for the album, but they do have plans to release an album this year. So I think that is confirmed. As far as the others, Dream Theater, which I'm not into them. Metallica, yes. Anthrax, I will give a chance to. Trivium, yes, and Iron Maiden, yes. I like the rest of those bands. But yeah, Megadeth definitely has something coming. Crap, maybe I should be putting these on my list as you guys are sending them to me. I'm already in a comfortable spot. I don't feel like getting up to do it, so yeah. Exactly. Says I do have one CD coming in the mail, a Genesis CD. That's awesome. Yeah, what I got from Discogs.com, I got a total of 4 CDs, and they're all different genres. I'm not going to spoil what they are right now. You guys are just going to see when they get here. Yeah, Zach, it will be awesome if we get new Megadeth, and I really do think that has been confirmed. I think, like I said, Dave Mustaine said it himself that something is coming this year. And Kevin says, Adam, I know you've said you don't like Dream Theater's vocals, which, yeah, that is true. I don't. But do you actually like the instrumentals from whatever you've heard by them? And you see, that's the thing about it. I do like the instrumentals. I think that the musicianship is phenomenal from Dream Theater. It's just the vocals that I can't get past. And that's the only thing stopping me from really liking Dream Theater. That's it. If the vocals were a different style, I would probably be into Dream Theater. A lot of people will probably think that's not fair, but I mean, the vocals are like the main part of a band, really, unless you're an instrumental only band. But if I can't get past the vocals, how am I going to like it? So, yeah, RAD 2020. I got the rare Fit for a King album, Creation Destruction. Yeah, I was just I know I commented on that video that you made about getting it, and I know I saw the comment. I commented saying that I saw one where it was going to be $50, and I was uh, but I might. I mean that's the only Fit for a King album that I don't have in my collection. Zachy says, "Man, I love Dream Theater. They're probably my most listened. I can't read tonight. They're probably my most listened to band of December last year." Well, like I said, it's got nothing to do with the music. I love the music. It's just the vocals. I can't get past the high vocals, which is a little hypocritical of me because there are some bands that have a high pitched vocalist that I do like, but I know that makes me very hypocritical right now. But I guess the bands that I prefer that style from aren't as high as the Dream Theater vocals. And I'm not trying to put a loophole in there or some kind of caveat. That's just what I think. But if you like Dream Theater, is one of the best uh, progressive bands out there. I'm fully aware of that. I've heard of Dream Theater for years. Even back when I was in high school, I was hearing about Dream Theater from some of my friends. The RAD 2020 just finished my video premiering at 15. Oh, cool, man! I can't wait to watch it. It says, I honestly wasn't expecting you to like Dream Theater instrumentals. Why is that? I'm curious about that. Zach says $50, man. So many better bands you could use that money on. Yeah, I knew that comment was going to get you. In our RAD 2020, I'll let you in because I know you don't know. Zach doesn't like Fit for a King at all. Which, hey, that's his prerogative. Uh, and don't try to argue with him about that because he's not going to change his mind. But like I said, you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. So, you know, but I mean, regardless of it being Fit for a King, I'm not going to spend $50 on any CD. I don't care who it is or how big of a fan I am. I don't care. I don't. You guys all know my favorite band is Skillet. Even though Skillet's my favorite band, I'm not going to pay $50 for one of their CDs. I'm not. Uh, it says Fit for a King's new album pissed me off. The first half was really good, but the second half dropped the ball. I actually agree with that. I do agree with that, Kevin. Exactly, says no band that released their debut in the 2010s is considered amazing. It's just like impossible. Kevin says I just didn't think you would be that into prog. Well, I mean, I'm not really, but just from what I've heard from a couple of Dream Theater songs that I have given a chance to, the instruments have been very good. But no, I'm not into prog metal, prog rock. At least not yet, anyway. Maybe you guys can change my mind. I mean, I know you guys changed my mind on metal. You know, I'm into Metallica and Megadeth and um, Iron Maiden. You know, I've gotten myself into grunge now. You know, Alice in Chains, Nirvana, Soundgarden, Stone Temple Pilots, Bush. So yeah, I've definitely given a lot of things a chance. And if you can find me a prog band uh, that you think I would like, and I know Dream Theater was probably one that you thought I would like, but nah, I just can't do it. Zachary says, come to think of it, I've tried giving Dream Theater a chance back in 2016, but didn't work out for me. 2018 was when they finally clicked with me. And funny how that works sometimes. You start to listen to a band one year and they're not for you, but then it's like you come back to it a couple of years later and all of a sudden, hey, you know, this is clicking with me. I don't. It's funny how that works. Oh, you know, RAD 2020. Okay, you respect opinions. Well, that's good. You know, it's good to respect opinions even if you don't agree. And you got to go. All right, man. Well, I'm glad you took some time to hang out with me tonight, man. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. I'm definitely going to check out your video uh, that you have scheduled to come out tonight. I'm definitely going to watch it. I probably won't make it for the premiere because I still might be doing this stream, but I'm definitely going to watch it. Exactly, says Fit for a King is just kind of edgy for me, I guess. Well, yeah, I can. Even though I'm a Fit for a King fan, I can see why you would say that. What about Power Trip or Fit for an Autopsy? Oh, you're not talking to me. You're talking to Zach. Okay. Zach says, I think the most money I spent on an album was Demon Hunters Outlive. Yikes. Yeah, that I think that's where Demon Hunter started to go downhill. If I'm being honest, I haven't went back to those hardly at all, and there's still certain songs that I like. You know, like The Negative and Gray Matter, On My Side, Lesser Gods. You know, there's still certain ones that I like, but overall, I think those albums are honestly. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about me saying this, but they're pretty forgettable in my opinion. And I shouldn't be saying that about Demon Hunter stuff. Same with their album Outlive. It's pretty forgettable in my opinion. Exactly says meant prog is my favorite subgenre of metal, probably. Well, that's good. Like I said, who knows? Maybe I'll get into it one day. And Kevin says, Adam, you still need to get into Judas Priest. Yeah, that is a band that I still have not listened to yet. But I will definitely, I'm definitely going to give Judas Priest a listen. Okay, Zach D says, "Oh yeah, I did get an Alice in Chains CD recently, the greatest hits." Oh yeah, I did see you post about that. Okay, I'm probably gonna go for about another 15 to 30 minutes with this stream. So yeah, that is, yeah, Outlive is their worst, I'd say. I'm glad none of the songs off the acoustic album are from Outlive. Yeah, that is a good thing. That is definitely a good thing. Let's see what else. What else can we talk about? What other bands? Uh, okay. Here's I did find a band a couple of days ago that released an album in December of 2020, and I don't know how you guys would feel about them. And Kevin, I know you already know this because I told you about them yesterday. They got a weird name. They're called Trine ATX. I have no idea what that means, but uh, the album that they came out with in December was called "Haunt Me Slowly," and I just started listening to it a couple of days ago, and I really like it, and I'm going to I might count that in my 2021 list, despite it being a 2020 album, because well, hey, there's no rule that says I can't do that. So besides, it came out so late in December, like mid-December, that you know, yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. Zach, the only prog bands I can see you remotely liking are Fates Warning and Queensryche. Well, Queensryche I do like, and Fates Warning I haven't really given a chance to yet, except for some songs from the album that just came out. So, but yeah, I would like to get the rest of the Alice in Chains albums. Only a few I need now. Wait, are you even gonna get the post Lane Staley albums era? I've been debating that. I do kind of like the first album that they did with the new singer, Black Gives Way to Blue. But the other ones, the Devil Put Dinosaurs Here and was a Rainier Fog. I don't know about those, but I'm definitely going to try to get Black Gives Way to Blue if I can find it. Kevin says, by the way, I have a few CDs coming in soon. One of them is Bad Motorfinger. Oh yeah, that's my favorite Soundgarden album. Yeah, there's so many good songs on that, like Rusty Cage. Uh, uh, I'm drawing a blank now. I just said there were so many good songs on that album, and I only named one. Rusty Cage, Slaves and Bulldozers. You know, are there? Okay, Zach says, are there any bands you want to try to get into this year? For me, they would be Testament, Fear Factory, Symphony X, Soundgarden. Yeah, there is one band that I've been wanting to get into for a while. It's a rock band, a well known rock band from the 2000s. Well, no, actually, I think their first album came out in the late 90s, and that's the band Godsmack. Uh, that's a band that I've been wanting to try to get into for a while. Oh, and Deep Purple. That's cool, man. Like he says, oh yeah, I just need the Devil Put Dinosaurs Here and the self-titled. There's also one EP I'm missing. I hear you. But yeah, Godsmack is definitely a band. That's really the only band I can think of. I'm sure. I'm sure I'll probably think of some more later on when I'm listening to music. I'll be like, oh yeah, there's another one I could put on my list for bands to try to listen to. Sagdi says the post lane era is not too bad. Rainier Fog is probably my favorite of that era, actually. Oh wow, I've heard a couple of people put that album down. But like I said, I definitely plan on it. I plan on at least getting Black Gives Way to Blue because I have heard quite a few songs from that album and I really liked it. So, all right, guys, I'm starting to yawn a little bit, and I think I'm going to be eating dinner here in a little bit. So I'll give the stream about 10 more minutes. I'll be done at 7:15. Becky says, "Man, you need more classics." Yeah, I know. I know. Well, there is a classic band, a classic rock band that I would like to get into that I've thought about getting into for a while now, just haven't done it. And it's the band. And now, don't ask me why this band in particular. I just always thought the name of the band was pretty cool and stuff. It's the '80s band Whitesnake. I don't know if you guys have listened to them before, but they've been kind of on my radar for a while now, and I just really haven't tried to check it out yet. Hey, Kevin says I can never get into Godsmack Studio stuff. Crying like a you know what is good. With that said, they're one of the best live bands I've seen. That's that's an interesting note. It's actually not Rush, Van Genesis. I'll put them on my list. And honestly, out of all of those, the one that I expect to get into more than any of them is probably uh, either Def Leppard or Van Halen. Well, actually, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now because I think my dinner is ready. So, yeah, I will. I'll go ahead and end the stream. Hold on 1 second. Well, okay, it's not done yet, but it will be in a few minutes. But I'm still going to go ahead and end the stream now. Uh, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. Uh, I hope you guys had. Hope you guys enjoyed it and had a good time. Talked about a lot of things. I'll finish up these last couple of comments before I go. Zach D says, yeah, Lane Staley's Air is definitely the best. Yeah, no argument there. Kevin says, you also need to get into Black Sabbath and noted. I've heard good things about them. Gotcha. Anyway, guys, I will I will see you guys next time. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. And yeah, I will definitely see you guys next time. So with that, I say take care.